Hi everyone. So in our previous lecture we have seen adjacency matrix representation of graph. In this lecture we are going to see adjacency list representation of graph. So let us move further. So an adjacency list is another way in which graphs can be represented in the computer's memory. The structures consist of a list of all nodes in G. Furthermore, every node in turn linked to its own list that contains the name of all other nodes that are adjacent to it. The key advantage of using an adjacency list are it is easy to follow and clearly shows the adjacent nodes of a particular node, and it is often used for storing graphs that have small to moderate number of edges. That is, an adjacency list is preferred for representing sparse graph in the computer's memory. Otherwise, an adjacency matrix is a good choice. So adding a new node in G is easy and straightforward when G is represented using an adjacency list. Adding new nodes in an adjacency matrix is a difficult task, as the size of a matrix need to be changed and existing nodes may have to be reordered. So if you compare adjacency matrix with adjacency list is more easy to implement and more flexible as compared to adjacency matrix. So consider the graph given here in the following figure. So see how its adjacency list is stored in the memory. Now, how many nodes are there in the graph? A, B, C and D. So there are 4 nodes. So we are having 4 nodes here. Okay. Now we are going to expand these nodes with the help of a list. So if there exists a path between A to B, then we are expanding A to have a node B. Okay. Now if you can see, there exists a path from A to C as well. So we will expand this node to C. So here is a linked list representation or adjacency list representation of node A and its edges. Similarly, for node B, there exists a path from B to C. So we will have here adjacency list entry as C. There exists a path from B to D. So you will have an adjacency list entry here as D. Okay, no further nodes that are coming from B. So there exists a null entry here. Okay. For node C, there exists a path from C to D. So we are having the entry of D in the adjacency list. Okay, so there is only one out degree of node C. So we have only one entry in the adjacency list, and the D pointer part contains the null value. Now for D, you are having D to B as a path and D to A as a path. So we will add these entries in the adjacency list of D. So D to A and then B. No further adjacent nodes, then it will have null values. Okay, I hope you have understood this. An adjacency list for an undirected graph as well as weighted graph can be implemented. For a directed graph, the sum of the length of all adjacency lists is equal to the number of edges in G. However, for an undirected graph, the sum of the length of all adjacency lists is equal to twice the number of edges in G, because an edge u comma v means an edge from node u to v as well as an edge from node v to u. Adjacency list can also be modified to store weighted graph. Let us now see an adjacency list for an undirected graph as well as weighted graph. Okay. So here you are having undirected graph, means the edges are not having any value. Okay. So how many nodes are there? A, B, C, D, E. 5 nodes are there. So now A is connected to B and A is connected to D. There is no direction. So you can traverse from D to A as well as A to D. Similarly from A to B as well as B to A. So its adjacency list will contain both the values B and D. Now this B is having adjacent nodes C and D. and also A. So the adjacency list will have A, C and D value and no further node, that means null. For C, how many edges are there? H to B and H to E. Okay, so it will contain B and E. For D, how many edges are there? H to A, H to B and H to E. So it will contain A, B and E. For E, we are having H to C and H to D. It will contain E to C to D. Okay. Now weighted graph. For a weighted graph, each node in the list will have one additional part, that is value of the weight. Okay. So if there exists an edge from A to B, okay, and there exists an edge from A to D. So the weight of an A to B edge is 4 and weight of an A to D edge is 2. So the adjacency list of this A will have B with weight 4 and then next node in the list is D with weight 2. Similarly, you have adjacent node of B as D with weight 7. So the adjacency list of B will have D with weight 7. Likewise for the other nodes. I hope you have understood for the adjacency list for an undirected graph and as well as weighted graph. So our next topic will be graph traversal algorithm, that is DFS and BFS. So stay tuned and thank you.